give it over to our guests. So not only is Murshida an amazing Election Canada worker, but she does some amazing work for the community. So Murshida, do you want to talk about the work you do for the SDP and what the SDP even is?
Sure. So I work with the community working group. Community building working group.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh my God. I'm one of the co-chairs for the TCAC residents. I am part of the visioning from the deep dive, which is there's a funding is coming from our city, which is $500,000.
Wow.
So we need to do visioning for that. So we need ideas from our community and what sort of things you wanted to see in the community. So as a stakeholder and as a resident, everybody can take a part of it and then come up with the idea and then implement it in there.
Okay.
It's just whatever you want to see in the community. Just come to the meeting, or even there'll be a survey, questions going to be going around, and then just answer to them. Even if you can't make it to the meeting, you can still able to tell your ideas by writing, sending email to our lovely Lindsay Jackson,
wow.
city worker, and then
Okay. So when is this amazing meeting you're talking about? This visioning?
Which is September 22nd.
Okay, mark that on your calendars. Where is it again?
It's Zoom call.
A Zoom call? Okay, so where can I find that link?
There's a flyers is going around, and I'm so sorry I don't have that.
Okay, it's okay. We will update y'all soon on that link. So what I'm hearing is we have $500,000 budget to fix like what we want in the neighborhood. So what if I want to see so much more scholarships, but I just want to suggest the idea. I actually don't want to be a part of the project.
Yeah.
You could give us just the idea to the visioning thing and what you wanted to do, what you want to see in the thing, and with that, and then they can work with, people will work with it.
So
it's about visioning, right? It's about your ideas, and then obviously we're gonna have tons of ideas, and we will once you get the ideas. I mean, there's a people that who works with the ideas and then implement it in one of the working group, which is the community building and the communication and the safety network, and then also EED network, which is the employment economy.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. Employment. We need some more employment in our community.
Facts. So it can be like anything, but I feel like that's really broad. So does it have to like somehow relate to the SDP and like
It is. It
obviously be within budget?
You
right?
have to be. It has to be aligned with one of the working group. What your idea should be. You know, let's say like for example, if you want to do sports, right, and then how that sports gonna be aligning with your one of the community work. Well, you're probably gonna create a job for as a coordinators, right? And you're gonna be hiring some coaches to train those kids, and so you're creating a job, which is aligning with the EED and also safety. There's a safe place for the kids, so you can align with the safety as well. And then there's be a diverse group. We're going to be looking to diverse groups. So, and then there's the community building piece comes in there, diverse group, right? So you're aligning with those things. Communication, well, people will have communicate with each other, I guess.
Okay, so just to recap, the categories are safety, employment, community building, and
employment and economy.
Oh, employment and economy. It's like 2 in 1. Okay, got it.
Cool.
So if you have a plan for the visionary, anyone who's listening, you have a plan for the community that you think can be funded with $500,000, right?
There's a $500,000. So like I said, visioning is happening there. So community will decide it. So there's.
I have another question. Is there like a deadline for this?
Well, the planning. Visioning is happening on the 22nd, so on that day you're going to be coming in and you're going to be telling your ideas and everything. The deadline, to be honest, I don't have that information on me. Sorry,
that's okay.
There's a deadline to everything.
Right, but you did say so. So the meeting is on the 21st, and if you're unable to attend the meeting, we can still reach out to someone with these ideas you have in mind, right? So do you want to just plug that little email if you have it, or who the person is?
If you go to STB table or RPNA, We have I'm gonna make it more clear.
Okay.
We have a website which is the Social Innovation. If you go there, you could find all the information about the community building, the safety network, everybody's, even the Lindsay Jackson, which is the coordinator for all these groups. Okay. So you could go to if you go to the website, it's called socialinnovation.org, and you could get one of their information and then connect with us.
Right, cool.
So guys,
And even if, like I said, I already gave my email address. It's mursidas@hotmail.com. I will forward the information to the proper person.
Perfect.
Yay!
I'm like really confused, guys. That's why I've been staying quiet. Like, if you give the idea, you get $500,000.
No.
Okay, so
There's a $500,000.
So maybe this is my understanding, and you correct me if I'm wrong. So Samir, I think if you have an idea about something you want to be implemented within our community that falls within these 4 categories, you go to this meeting. It's almost kind of like Shark Tank. You go and you request funding. So they have $500,000 to give out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say if I have an idea, I want so much more student study spaces because in our community we have a lack of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm going to go to this meeting and say I need a new tutoring space. And they're going to ask me, how does it fall within the 4 categories?
Where you like lining up with the thing. Like you need to have your idea, and then you need to have budget what to do it, right? Places, all these. There's going to be application. Obviously, you have to fill out. When you fill it out, you need to be more clear, and then you need to make them understand why you need that, right? So to do that, so you just go with that funding, and then you just go to one of the community. Well, I said the 4 working group. One of the group, and then see how you can move forward with that. And you have an amazing person. Adonis will connect you guys.
Yeah, Adonis is an amazing person.
I don't know.
Adonis, shout out to you, Adonis. Okay.
And so, are these like multiple ideas being supported, and like it's gonna be multiple ideas being funded by the $500,000?
Well, the thing is, like you said, our budget, there's a $500 and there's a cap. So depends on the project, and there's a budget.
Yeah.
So it will only whoever agrees to that, like whoever wants to see more of that program will be funded. That it will be decided with one of the committee, and then there's gonna be deep dive to it after the application is given, and then there will be a discussion will be happening, and then the funding will be allocated. Whoever chosen.
Yeah, so about that discussion, like who are the people that are like discussing it and choosing like what goes through and what doesn't?
Like I said, we have a city person, and we have our residents, and then also organization staff. Wow. These are all the people that who involved in it, and then we have the stakeholder table, and then those things will be go into that as well, and then resident will decide it basically.
Okay. So I have a question over here for Abel. If you were to go to this visionary meeting, what idea would you want to bring into our community?
Well, actually, I was thinking about that, and I myself would propose to do a radio show.
It's funny you say that.
Maybe all of us can do a radio show, Maybe, and it doesn't even have to be youth, right? It can be like anybody. So we can have a radio show, co-hosts with Samir, Adonis, Anna, Humaira, and Simon, and Rubel.
Wow. And what would we call it? I don't know.
We call it,
Simon.
Oh, I'm not in it. Fine.
my bad.
See, that's why we need the funding, because we need more employment opportunity for those in our community.
Exactly. So are you going to be like one of the judges that deem where the money's going?
Are you on the table? That's the real question.
I'm on the table. I'm on the meetings.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, but like everybody have to decide on it, so it's not on me. It's not me.
Okay.
Got it.
So you're gonna support our radio show, basically?
This is our way of
That's
asking.
a good idea. I'll support that.
This is the vision.
This is the vision.
So
Don't put me in the spot.
I was just gonna ask. So you said you worked in the community a lot. So what other things do you do around the community that are significant?
I do a lot of volunteer work. Well,
Ooh.
as well as I know I have 5 kids, so I have to take care of them.
That's amazing.
You know
That's
one of
amazing.
them, right?
I know one of her children. Basically, prior to this, I worked with a different organization.
YE. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
YE, so.
Yeah. And so her child Zaid, amazing kid.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so fun. Yeah. Teaches me a lot of Tamil. I know Tani means water.
There you
So
go.
that's
Oh, I know. Akka means sister.
Akka.
There you go.
Okay.
You guys are learning different language too. See how amazing it is. So, I like to connect with people. I like to give information to people where they can connect it. So I don't do it as I do it as like community care.
Mm-hmm.
So I like giving out the information. I work with different sector where if I get able to do it, I do it all the time. I don't know, depends on it. I help out outreach for sometimes COVID-19 vaccine, sometimes, but not all the time, but try my best. But yeah, people do get the vaccine, I guess.
Yeah. So what's the next project you have on your hands, or something you're looking forward to? What's in your hands?
Something I'm looking forward to is something for like a mothers, like who have
Wow.
kids and they're kind of struggling. I feel like it, if you need to sort of guide them in the way, I don't know, whatever the way they want it. People have different way to approach, want to do things. Maybe some people want to go back to school and then get the information, like a networking. What they want to do next is depends. It go according to the person. So I like to help those people because as a mother of 5, I was working before and then I wasn't working and then I do volunteer work a lot, but I was a bit struggle for me. But right now I am, I do a lot of work in the community and I have my network, and then right now I do have idea what I want to do, but some people do struggle, right? So it's like we wanted to help out those how to get back into the feet, right?
Yeah.
And we talk about child minding and all these things, and that's the reason they can't do it. So how we can help them.
Yeah, I think the going back to school thing is really important. Like I think a flaw that there is in the employment and education system in Canada is that they don't value foreign degrees or stuff, because a lot of people in this community are immigrants. So going back to school, I think for parents is probably something that they didn't get the opportunity to do, especially with kids. So I think that could be a really good thing.
The problem is sometimes we do have a lot of resources. The problem is it's just going only in the circles, right?
Yeah.
It's not going out to a right person, reaching out. So as long as when you can do the reach out properly, and then people will think about it, and then educate them is the biggest piece, right? And then the importance of it, being active volunteer or doing some work, and then you just sort of give. I'm not telling you to do all day work. It's just sometimes some sort of ideas you need to give it to those our kids. How to sort of survive in this world.
Yeah.
We need that. We need to teach our teenagers. So
Exactly.
and that I'm trying my best to do it for my kids. So I want every parents to do that. To that. Whatever way they're comfortable. I'm not telling you to do this only, but then again.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, because I know a lot of the times things will be happening in our community, and it's oftentimes word of mouth. So you really have to know the right people. That's why I feel like we should definitely put more money into that advertising or the campaigning, postering all around the community.
Yes.
Right? That's
It's
definitely a great
poster
idea.
yes, it's a good idea, but then again, it's always good to explain to people. People with the language issues.
Yeah,
The
of course.
poster, they can't read it, right?
Of course.
And then they can't read it, or maybe the language issues. It's about when you have a one-on-one conversation, hey, what does that mean? What is that word? And then you can elaborate on that. So it's about having one-on-one conversation with that person. It's just even even when you go to partnership with other person, you tell them, and then when they have a client, and then they can able to help them. It's about giving the proper information. That is the main thing.
Yeah. That's so true.
Yeah.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like something amazing we should bring to that visionary happening, right?
This is the vision.
Yeah, this is the literal vision. We need the funding. So for everyone requesting that funding, it'll be on September 21st, right?
Yep.
22nd.
22nd. Sorry, that's right. 22nd. I was ruining the
You confused me.
I messed up too.
Yeah.
But I feel like in order if we brought employment to our community, I feel like our community is lacking
employment.
proper wage employment.
Yeah, agreed.
Yo, they'll bring employment, but it's like, yo, no one's getting paid over $16 an hour. And this
it's
is for
like,
adults too as well. It's not just youth. Like, the adults in this community are not making enough as well.
and it's definitely not supporting the lifestyle of like so many individuals, because a lot of us are in school now. Like personally, I'm in like university, and like, sorry to break it to everyone, but a minimum wage job is not gonna support my lifestyle, right? But there's not enough opportunity for me to do that, and if there is, the hours are extremely limited, so I'm forced to take on so many things and have like a hassle of things on my plate, right? That's why y'all will see me all over the community every day, every hour.
In the bag.
But nice to see a nice smiling face though.
Right, thank you. But yeah, so there definitely should be more of that.
We shouldn't have to work hard like Humira.
Work smarter, not harder, y'all. That's something I will tell you guys.
We need to make our community work for us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad this program's available to us, and make sure you guys don't miss it. Thank you so much for joining us for our interview.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
No problem.
Of course.
Hopefully I said the right thing about the SDP.
It felt so great to be back on.
Forget about it.
Get about it.
It's been like 2-3 weeks, but we missed it so much.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you never miss out on any of our content. If you'd also like more, you can find us on our other social media platforms. And if you want even more, you can look at our website.